Hello and welcome back to Accessibility Unlocked. Today I'll discuss responsive design, its significance, and how to implement effectively. Zooming is commonly used browser feature. People zoom into web pages for many reasons. They might be using a small screen, have forgotten their reading glasses, or have low vision. Your website's content must resize and reflow properly as people zoom in. This ensures readability and usability for all users. What is responsive design? Responsive design ensures that a web page works effectively across multiple devices and screen sizes. It's all about creating layouts that adapt automatically, whether someone is viewing your site on a large desktop monitor, a tablet, or a smartphone. Reflow is what happens when a web page dynamically readjusts its layout in response to changes in device screen, orientation, or zoom level. Think of it as a site reorganizing itself whenever you resize your browser window or switch from, say, desktop to mobile. When reflow is done right, it ensures that content remains visible, text is readable, and interactive elements are usable, no matter what the screen size. When it's done poorly, elements can overlap, disappear, or become too small to interact with. Here is an example of poor reflow. Here, navigation links do not reflow properly when browser zoom is applied. A horizontal scroll bar appears, and this requires users to scroll in both directions, vertically and horizontally. This makes it harder for users with visual or motor impairments to navigate, which can cause frustration, cause a user to give up as you're requiring to scroll in both directions. What you want is for all content and functionality to remain available and fully legible at any size. There should be no need for horizontal scrolling just to read text and access features. So why is it important? Poor reflow doesn't just make your site harder to use, it can create serious accessibility barriers for users with disabilities. It can impact if a user can interact with an element and potentially complete an action on a page. So how do you achieve effective browser reflow and responsive design? By using flexible layouts, media queries, and scalable images, websites can maintain legible text that adjusts dynamically, accessible buttons that remain easy to interact with, and images that resize proportionally. This makes your site enjoyable and easy to navigate for everyone. Start with flexible grid layouts. These layouts use relative units like percentages rather than fixed units like pixels, allowing elements to be resized based on the screen size. Apply media queries. So use media queries in your CSS to specify different styles for different screen sizes. For example, you can change font sizes, adjust margins, or switch to a vertical layout. And don't forget about using scalable images and videos. So you can use CSS properties like max width 100% to ensure media adjusts dynamically to fit smaller screens without overflowing their containers. And finally, always test on multiple devices. Test on different devices and use the browser developer tools to simulate various screen sizes and orientations. This ensures designs remain functional and accessible across the board. Responsive design enhances accessibility and the user experience, and it's also a requirement under the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. By following these guidelines, you create a more inclusive experience for users with low vision, motor impairments, and for those accessing your site on a smaller screen. Browser reflow and responsive design aren't just about making your site look good, they're about making it usable and accessible for everyone, everywhere. Thanks for watching this episode. We'll see you next time with more tips on Accessibility Unlocked.